Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017. We're going shopping today. We're going to take a look at every single tractor available in the game, so go ahead and hit that like button if you love tractors and if you love Farming Simulator, and I'll be sure to bring you more with tons of support. Look at every one of these tractors in this game, man. This is incredible. Almost an endless line of big, beautiful vehicles. So go ahead and give me a circle 7. Let me know your favorite tractor, if you drive a tractor at all or anything in the game. What's your favorites? Let me know down below. We're going to take a look at every single one of these bad boys as we are now, of course, back at Morgan's. Is it Morgan's Massive Motors? Yeah, of course, Morgan here. Wow, look at all these vehicles from big to small to short to tall. You've got every piece of equipment you need on the farm to get the job done. Look at it. In comparison, our truck is tiny compared to these mammoth-like beasts. Look at this, man. So everything from JCB to Fendt. I believe there's same tractors and New Holland and all sorts of great stuff. So let's go ahead and start taking a look here. So every vehicle in the game that is a tractor is right here on the showroom floor for you. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at these tractors now from big to small all the way along to two DLC tractors as well. Or rather, I think it's pre-order bonuses, the Field Viper and the Cow edition of the Voltras. But let's start all the way down at the base bottom, the H488, Major 80, Multi T5s. You can see all the different types of brands here, and the fact that you can modify some of these vehicles to have different wheel setups, front-loading attachments, and even engine mods to make them more powerful is fantastic. Look at that. You can even upgrade several times in some instances to have bigger and better engines as you go along. So the nice thing is, of course, if you buy a tractor and you want to sell it, you bring it right back to Morgan's and you say, hey, I'm selling. And if you want to upgrade, you bring it right over here just to the side of the building, and you can always change the color, get bigger wheels or engine parts or anything you want, so you can always come back here. So look at some of these vehicles. You can tell here the JCB vehicles and such, you can tell from their big, beautiful behinds that obviously the bigger the setup here, the bigger equipment that you're going to want to haul. Obviously, some equipment is just way too big for some of these smaller tractors. For a lot of these smaller tractors down here, and anything that's like a same tractor, for example, or even this big boy right here, the PROXIMA Power 120, basically these are for keeping along with harvesting different types of vegetables and such. Basically, when you're tipping, these are perfect vehicles for keeping along with that, or just transporting trailers or even animals and such along it. Anything like that. Basically, just moving things around your farm, of course. Oh my God, did I get stuck? Hey, it's got an automatic power shift. Nice. So the Massey Ferguson, the MF 5600, this is a bigger tractor which you're going to want to use for bigger trailers and such, and it kind of continues that way up until you get into such big tractors here as the Fast Track, where you're now going to be hauling some bigger equipment. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we mean here like by that. So obviously, you know, anything like cultivators and such are easy to haul by any tractor, but the bigger they get, for example, the Kokerling, that is the all-rounder, $94,000 for that. Obviously, you cannot haul something that big with something so small. So obviously, the smaller, cheaper implements. But if it deploys, you're going to need something bigger. Let's take a look at how big this piece of equipment is. Oh wow, we don't even have a space for it. We've actually purchased too many tractors. Well, we'll get a look at that in just a minute. But I just want to show you how beautiful some of these tractors look. Even at night, the lights all work and the interior is all nicely. Every single tractor interior in this game is detailed. Look at this, man. I think this is the 9 series, and just look at this. You got your control panel. Where's the cup holder? Cup holder. I'm not seeing a cup holder. Cup holder? No cup holder. Well, probably right there. Actually, you probably flip it up, but I'm a big fan of that in my tractor. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Massey Ferguson. So you can see every tractor is somewhat similar in design and such, but all different as well at the same time. Let's take a look at the New Holland T8. A lot of them are simplified, but some of the bigger tractors that you're going to be in for quite a long time, such as the Fast Track, this is going to be a little bit more comfortable. Look at that, man. That's ooh, wow, even a passenger too. You can switch, and like I had said, the longer you're in the tractor, you know, you'll need another passenger, some entertainment. So some of them actually are like a long plane ride. I think that we may have jumped into the New Holland T8 before, but some of them are basic just to get the job done, and some of them are very large, serious pieces of equipment. Oh, nice. The same is very simple. Wow, and the turning radius on that is very sharp. That's a very good tractor right there. So I'm really looking forward to driving a little bit more on that one. And some of them are very small as well, good for utilizing a little bit of space. This is your base tractor right here, the Hurliman. This is the 88 turbo, H40 488 turbo, yeah. So as you can see, a basic tractor with very basic controls, but this is one of the tractors that you're going to see a lot because you start with it, and it's a good all-arounder as well, just to move some things around your farm. So again, it's best to look at the backs of the tractors to kind of see what kind of cargo they'll be hauling. They of course can all haul pretty much everything, but their effectiveness is different by their engine power and such. And yeah, there's our fast track again. That thing I think is the biggest here. We've got the QUADTRAC, and did you know as well, I'm going to show you this in just a second, there is a manufacturer here that also makes some very fancy cars, so we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Check out this, man, the modifications. These are the modded tractors. These are the DLC, the cow variant for the Velantra, and also, yeah, look at this. This is the Field Viper, the MT700E. Wow, look at that. GPS settings and stuff on tilling the farm fields or harvesting or whatnot. You can keep in the certain and particular row so long as you keep in track there. Wow, that is an absolute beast. This is a beast as well. This one here, great for, I would say, cultivating, great for fertilizer, even though it doesn't need to be that big to fertilize. This is the type of tractor that you want to use for pretty much anything in terms, well, not harvesting, but this is really a giant beast. This thing is huge. MT900E, again, very similar interiors, just mounted on different types of chassis. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one tractor I was mentioning before. Did you know that many, many years ago, and of course now until today, there's a manufacturer of some very fancy cars that still makes tractors today? They actually started making tractors, and they made some fancy cars. Ladies and gentlemen, Lamborghini. They started out making tractors a long time ago and then started making cars as well. So if you want to literally own a Lamborghini in the game, you can. MACH VRT. Look at this thing, man. I'm sure you want to see me drive them around a little bit, so I'm just going to take a little bit of a test drive in just a few of them, and I'll show you how to get that money cheat up in the right corner. Check out the channel as well. Subscribe, hit that like button, all that good stuff to support the channel. And, of course, if you want to see some more Farming Simulator, that's the best way for me to know. So let's get this show on the road. Let's go. All right, so obviously the Lamborghini's got some great get up and go and a great top speed at about 40 miles an hour. This thing is actually very powerful. We'll do a lap around the block. Very nice. I like it a lot. All right, let's circle back here and we'll get back into position. Sorry, ma'am. Almost killed you. All right, let's get back into position. We'll take a look now at some of the bigger tractors, as they're, in my opinion, the most interesting. Bigger is more beautiful and better as well. All right, let's see if we can park this one nicely in its spot. Oh, careful. All right, a little bit of fidgeting here, and we've got it. Perfect. Squeeze them right in there. Perfect. All right. So very good. All right. So the Lamborghini we tested out. Let's grab one of these big boys here. I want to actually, before we go up to those, I want to grab the Viper. Let's check this thing out. All right. Challenger MT700E Field Viper. Top speed of 26 rather than the 40. So the torque here is what matters most. And when you do go to purchase your vehicles, as I may have mentioned before, let's just stop and look at the shop again. When you go to the tractors, you can actually see their fuel economy, their running costs, the engine power, everything, max speed, how many you own and how many you've leased, all sorts of different things like that, so you know if you want more of those or if you've already owned one, that kind of thing. You can see, I think this is their fuel, that might be their tank capacity, and of course it goes up and down depending on, wow, that's a big boy right there, the New Holland T9. We're going to take a look at that thing too. All right, so let's max out at max speed in our Viper. Take a look at this thing, man. This is I think my favorite looking tractor for sure. Definitely a cool one. It really looks like a construction equipment piece right here, but it's very small, so, and it can turn on almost a dime as it's a tracked vehicle. Oh, watch out, car. I'm going to crush you. But look at that. Very nice ability to turn, and a super sweet paint job on that. We're kind of just goofing around in the city, but I don't want to go too far with it. So, and again, all lights on the tractors do work, front and back. You can light up everything. Wow, this one's even got a side light for if you're, oh my goodness, sir. For if you're working in the nighttime and you've got some sort of equipment next to you, you can flip on all the lights. So very cool. Very nice. All right, let's head up here. We'll park again, and we'll grab ourselves. I want to grab that T9 now. That would be the next tractor I want to grab a hold of. That thing looks. Oh, and the QUADTRAC, some of the coolest looking tractors. The QUADTRAC over there, the big red one that I just bumped into. The case is it is articulated, which means that it can turn a little bit better than some of the other tractors as well. So you may want to keep that in mind when you're purchasing some of these tractors. It can be a lot harder to, for example, if you're lining up tip trailers, to line them up to make a conga line for a delivery or a pickup during a harvest or after, it's going to take a lot longer to attach these types of, it's just nearly impossible with the articulated tractors. But with these, you can make tighter turns, and it's better for your implements to do that. especially if you're like plowing a field or something like that. Wow, we got hung up on the curb. I'm impressed. Again, not a big top speed on these, but you will be surprised at how fast these things can literally. Look at the muffler on this beast. Oh wow, and the the muffler cap is awesome. Muffler's so big they don't want a bird going in there, so they basically put a cap over it. That is awesome. Wow, that thing's really throwing some fumes. Very nice. Well, it is hauling, so dank cush, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and roll around here. We're gonna now test out. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's got the big tractor now. Oh, I like that little tractor though, the one we just bumped into. Yeah, so these can be a little more difficult to drive. They definitely don't stop on a dime, that's for sure. And I don't even know if we can actually get this one in here without causing some more damage. But we can. I'm sure we can manage. They're a little easier to handle once you're, you know, slowed down a little bit. There we go. Not too bad. That black tractor. What is this one here? This one right next to us is the, oh yes, the Valatra S series. So another fantastic tractor with a 32 top speed. And again, you can check all of those options when you go to actually purchase them. So a lot to do here. Oh, we got to check out the Challenger MT900E with the double wheels. Let's go into a, oh, this is nice. Let's actually go into a farm field once and see how it operates. So again, this is where you're going to want to buy some of your bigger equipment. If you've liked the smaller Challenger series, this is basically that multiplied by 1,000. So basically you can, as you can see, as you're going up and down a farm field, your implement's going to be so wide that you can literally do a field like this in maybe, I don't know, 8 passes rather than 18 if you were to have a smaller implement and a smaller tractor. And the same goes for the harvesters as well. Obviously, the wider that the implement or the harvester head is, then obviously the faster you can pick up everything. So as you can see, when you're going fast, it definitely gets out of control of you. But you can definitely, wow, this thing is top speed at 26, but if you back it down, you know, maybe you'll be doing it at about 9 miles an hour that you'll be plowing or cultivating a field. So, and even fertilization can be done by this, though there are special vehicles that way. But this vehicle probably isn't the best for a fertilizer. You probably want to go faster. This has got more torque to pull along rather than to actually do anything like that. Look at this, man. I just love driving down this thing. It's like I'm getting married to the tractors. It's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and back it up there. Yep. Not all of them have the backup beeper, I think. Well, they should, for safety reasons. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at another tractor here. Let's take a look at the big and beautiful, oh, I don't know. We're going to try them all out eventually, I think, in time. But the Fendant, let's go ahead and go for, let's see, Lamborghini. Ah, yes, let's try out the black one here, the Valtra S. This thing is like the Batmobile, man. I love this thing. It's like a gunmetal gray or space age gray or something like that. Look at that. So again, this is a tractor that you're probably going to want to, as I had mentioned, do some of your harvesting in, not harvesting, I mean fertilization before you harvest, and or actually you could do some harvesting with this if you pull around your tip trailer. And of course this probably couldn't handle some of the bigger trailers, but definitely this is a mid-size tractor, as where for example that little same one right there is kind of your smaller tier, as where these are more mid-tier tractors. Even that green one I would consider to be a smaller tier. But again, always take a look at their horsepower and their you know, the torque is obviously a lot more important when you're actually hauling an implement behind you rather than the actual top speed. So that's important as well when you're farming here in Farming Simulator 2017. So let's back it up again and park this one. Yeah, you can really actually park these things really nicely. I almost bumped that tractor, but you do have a pretty good amount of control, though. I stopped right before I did it. Wow, I think some of these even have GPSs on them. If you look, this probably has a GPS dome right there. I love the fact that you can hop onto vehicles so you can see which ones are GPS guided, though I don't know if it actually works in the game. But when you do hire a worker, you can definitely see that. Wow, a sunroof too? Well, who would want the sun shining in on them? That's just like depressing. But anyway, wow, the JCB is very compact. This is like a, this one's actually like a drag racer or something like that, or really meant for tractor pulls. But this is very good. I think this is a nice, powerful small tractor with a good top speed. You could, I would really recommend this one for actually good multi-purpose. It has a good top speed to get things where you're going, plus also the ability to, again, cultivate or transport or many of the other things in the game that you can do, as well as possibly transporting equipment. But as you can see, we've got tippers here. I suppose we could give a tipper a test and see how they haul it around. Let's go with the ASS 298. Okay, well, we'll be hauling ass here in just a second. Oh, yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and put that, now that we've bought that, it's going to go right where our other tractor was somewhere. Oh, there it is by the truck. So this is probably a truck. Wow, is it actually on our truck right now? I think it actually is on our truck. This is the type of trailer that you want to buy a hitch for, I believe, and you're going to want to do that Oh, wow. I don't know if this can actually hook up to it. No, it can't. You're going to have to buy a specific hitch for this. Oh, boy. What kind of, wow. Why does it have that long thing coming out of the end of it? Is that a, oh, is it a secret weapon? It's for the gate, actually. But we'll have to probably buy a dolly as well. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll have to, I think, under possibly... I don't know. Let's take a look around here. We'll have to buy ourselves a chainsaw, too. I don't think I've gotten around to that yet. Let's see here. We are going to need to take a look at... Oh, yeah, you can replace fields. So much to look at in the garage. Just not enough time. There we go. Our dolly right there. Wheel setup, standard or wide tires. We'll just go with the standard right there, and we can fetch our purchase at the store now. So this should allow us to pick up... Well, let's get Betsy out of the way. Betsy, what are you doing over here? Got to move her out of the way. Sorry, old girl. Gonna get you out of the way. You're a little too small to haul that thing. So what this allows you to do is it's a converter for tractors to trailers to tractors, that kind of thing. So we could easily haul this with one of our semis, but if you want to haul with the tractor, as you would be if you were harvesting, or you could even, some of these trailers multi-purpose to picking up grass or hay or that kind of thing, you can do it this way. So some tractors cannot attach, this one can, so we'll see this thing in action here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and hook up now and see what we can do. Oh, that's right. Oh, the evils of reversing. This is nearly impossible with an articulated trailer, but if you practice just a little bit, you should be able to, or you can just jackknife it and drag it in there like I'm probably going to end up doing. It is a little difficult to get used to. It is much easier, though, with a controller because you can control the speed in which you're backing up, though I don't think we want to pull this thing straight out either. We might bump one of those other tractors, so let's just scoot it right under here. Wow, anticlimactic, isn't it? That's all right. We'll get it here in a second. And there we go. Perfect. All right. So we've got ourselves our trailer loaded up. So if this was fully loaded, obviously you don't want to go as fast with this kind of a trailer. You want the torque to manage the maximum speed. So we can go up to 45 here, and we'll probably get up to that very soon. We're oh wow, we're only doing 17. But this is a great way to keep up with some of the faster harvesters as well. But you can see as the faster you go, the harder it is to actually control this beast. But this is exactly, whoops, my bad. This is exactly what it's designed for, though. Wow, look at the beautiful interior, all the switches, really nicely done. So as you can see, oh wow, I forgot. Yes, there's an articulation there going on between us and the trailer. Now, come on, jeez, embarrassing. There we go, we got it. So as you can see, though, the tractors, really with the mud flap, we're getting caught up on the mud flap. Tractors going along, the harvester could have a great ability to keep up with its speed and everything like that. And this, of course, if you've maxed out your capacity on this trailer, you can quickly haul back to the silos and come back, that kind of thing. I just love going fast in these tractors. You can't blame me. You want to see the maximum speed too and see how fast these things really can go and push them to their limit. But there you go. So one of the bigger trailers here, this can pretty much be hauled by anything, but it's just about the kind of speed that it can go. So if you notice here, we'll drop it off for one of the little trailers. Let's leave that there, and we'll go park up here, and we'll go back to one of the other little trailers, and we'll just park it right here for now. Very good. We'll come back to that in a little bit. So as you can see, any of these trailers could probably haul it. It's just about the speed, and some of them about control as well. So if you're purchasing a smaller tractor, you're just not going to be able to get the kind of torque to really haul this thing effectively. In fact, you may need to get a weight as well to keep your front end down. But as you can see, this one, of course, can make do, but how far can it go with a full load, that kind of thing. This tractor can make do, no problem. But once you've got a full load, you're probably not going to be going more than 10. And that can cost you time. And, of course, on the farm, time is money here in Farming Simulator 17. So let's try to make a big turn here. Nice. Very good. Very nice. So let's take a look at some of the bigger implements. Obviously, what's a tractor without a giant thing to pull behind it? So that was kind of a look at the trailers. But now let's go back to some of those cultivators as well. And let's go up to the Kuckerlung. Oh, my goodness. This thing is huge. Let's go ahead and go for our one of our bigger tractors then. What should we use? Let's use the QUADTRAC on that one. And let's see, where is that beast? It's hiding around here somewhere. Oh, I can see it at the end of the lot. All right, let's grab our case. IH QUADTRAC. Oh, boy. Well, this thing's opening like a nuclear missile silo or something, getting ready to fire. All right, let's roll out of here. This tractor is absolutely huge. Still, even with the articulation, makes a giant turn. All right, so this is exactly the type of tractor that you want to haul something like this. I mean, just look at the absolute size. You have no chance with one of those smaller tractors. So you can always lease, of course, before you buy a tractor just to test it out. I mean, there's so many vehicle combinations in the game and different types of things that you can buy to use that some things may work when others won't. But as you can see here in Farming Simulator, and we don't use this field, so we can't necessarily do it. But I should start using the roads properly. All right, let's go ahead and deploy our implement then. And as you can see, it stretches out like a monster. And not only does it have one tier, but 2 tiers. Look at that, man. That thing deploys like crazy. So now you've pretty much got, what, like 50 meters of clearance, something like that? And then you can drop it, of course. Oh, no, let's drop it into the ground, even though we don't own this field. Yeah, you don't own the field, yeah. But one thing, though, is, I mean, look at the amount of space that you can haul this through. Oh, it's actually teetering just a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Is it not enough torque? I don't know. Interesting. But it is able to clear this entire field, so as you can see here, probably about 10 passes or so, you could definitely do this. And with a, you know, if you were to have an actual, if you were to actually have a, like a, for example, a fertilizer or something like that, that's a nice piece of equipment to use. Oh, wow, we can lift it up and fold it up at the same time as well. So a smaller tractor is better for the fertilizer. Fertilizer, great piece of equipment to use. You can even use de-weeders and all just all sorts of different things in Farming Simulator. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's bring this boy back, and let's see what else, what other big things we can buy. Let's just park it over here for now, I suppose. And we'll just leave it right here next to the farm field. All right, let's go ahead and find out what else we're going to drive here. Back to the farm we go, or back to the store we go. And let's see what else we can take a look at here. I want to take a look at, oh, we have belt systems as well. Wow, so much to do. Manure spreaders, fertilizer spreaders. I want to take a look at, we've already looked at tippers, but let's go ahead and take a look at how big the slurry tanks go. Wow, we can actually buy some, wow. That is hauling liquid manure. That is like an oil tanker right there. Worst thing in the world to get behind. That is, you do not want to be stuck behind one of those or be near it if it gets into an accident. Not at all. Let's see, forage, that's for some of our harvesters as well. Very nice. Good stuff going on here. Weeders. I want to actually find some seeders right now. Let's go ahead and find one of those. Let's see, baling, windrows, loaders. Pallets as well, just all sorts of crazy pieces of equipment, and even the ability to transport pallets with front loaders too, making them even more worth it in the game as well. Absolutely love it. I don't think I've seen cedar at the moment. Where are those things? We'll just click on whatever comes up and we'll just find it that way. So here's some fertilizer spreaders all the way up to a large tractor. Some of them spread liquid and some of them spread oh wait, what was that? One of the de-weeders as well. Yeah, you can see that they improve fields states if they get out of control as well. Geez, just so much to do in Farming Simulator. You can make it extremely realistic or just goof around as I do, and either way it's playable and I love it. You can even haul some of those trailers I showed off there just a moment ago. You can haul vehicles with other tractors, so you're not limited to that. And this is kind of a view, your view of the entirety of Farming Simulator right here. All the pieces of equipment, most of them anyway, and even so many that you have to scroll as well. So there's just 1,000 different categories with 1,000 different options. Where are the seeders here? We got to find one of those. Tippers, haulers, let's see. Auger wagons, plows, cultivators, sewing machines. That's what we're looking for. We're not talking about grandma's sewing machine. We're talking about the, this is a big boy right here, 224,000. We're going to need something big to haul this thing. This is an absolute giant. The Condor 15 billion and one. Oh, this is what this Challenger is meant for right here. This is meant for more pulling, actually. You know, as you can see, it's got a lot of torque to push forward, so this is good for plowing and cultivating. And seeding, of course, does have a little bit of resistance too as it pushes into the ground. But take a look at this thing, man. You can load this thing up with you could probably seed like 3 fields with this, but I want to show you how big this seeder can be deployed. I mean, let me just go to the highway. I'm going to inconvenience the residents of Goldcrest Valley here just for a moment, but bear with me, folks, as we turn this, as we turn this into a runway. We're now about ready to take off. This is our plane in Farming Simulator right now. Let's go ahead and extend. I'm going to go off into the sunset with this one. Check this out. That is just an absolutely amazing... Look at that. Whoa! Sir, he's going to go under it. Oh, no, he's not. Let's go up over him then. Yeah, monster truck crush. Nice. So look at this. It literally can plow the size of almost a highway like this. That is amazing. The absolute width of this thing is just impeccable. Look at this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that is under sewing machines. And again, we're just kind of goofing off to show things off. That's a 15-meter wide shot there. That's just amazing. People honking at me and everything. There's no going around this thing, man. And I should definitely have my... Look at this. I've got a whole, like, convoy going behind me. Let's just back it down to like 2 miles an hour. Look at this, like a parade coming through town. Hello everyone, welcome to Farming Simulator. Very nice. I love this game, I really do. I've been playing since Farming Simulator 2014. 15 made some huge big improvements that just were well welcomed, and Farming Simulator 2017 does the same. So alright, let's go ahead and fold in our beautiful wings here, and this beautiful angel's going right back to the store because these are rentals and I don't own these. So but anyway, I think that is it for now, guys, and I want to thank you all again for joining me here. Check us out again, twitch.tv/RapPack, as we continue to experiment here in Farming Simulator 2017. So take a look around. By the way, we have other videos, including ones on the tractor trailers in the game, just a few gameplay videos, and us goofing around with the train as well, plus some multiplayer series coming very soon. So that's pretty much a quick look at every tractor in the game. There is absolutely not enough time to go through every single tractor, and of course you can pretty much you can just go ahead and look at the tractors all day long in the just scrolling through them. They're absolutely gorgeous, amazing, beautiful prices, and sometimes even on sale. So anyway, that is it. Until next time, this is Raptor saying goodbye. I'll see you.